They met me the day of my success, and I have learned by the perfect report they have more than mortal knowledge. When I burned with desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished, whilst I stood wrapped in wonder it came instance from the king, who all hailed me Thane Cotto, by which tale before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred to me the coming on time when hail king shall be. This my thought which delivered thee, my dearest partner in greatness, that thou mightst not lose news to rejoicing by being ignorant of what was promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell.
Long thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Hie thee hither, that may I pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise the valor of my tongue, all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him? Who word so to inform for preparation?
So please you, it is true, our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than the make of his message.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substance you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great Glons! Worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter, thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Whom never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my Thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall, for all our nights and days to come, give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
Castle hath a pleasant seat. The air, sweetly and nimbly, recommends itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer house, the temple haunting marlet does approve. I have observed the air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that falls us sometimes in our trouble, which in we still thank is love. Hear and I teach you, thank God bid ill us your pains, and thank us your troubles.
All our service, in every point twice done, and then done double, we're poor in single business to contend against those honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house. For those of old, and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Where's the Thane of Cawdor? We course him at his heels and have her speech prepare. But he rides well, and his love sharp as a spur, hath helped him to your house before us.
Your servants ever have theirs, themselves and what is theirs, in compt to make their audit at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own.
Take mine hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him high and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
It were done, it is done. It were well done quickly. The assassination could trammel up the consequence and cap with his success. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all. Here, but here upon this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instruction, which, being taught, returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his subject and his kinsman, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan has borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office that his virtues, who plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation is taking off, and pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless curves of the air shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, the tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to criticize my intent, merely vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls on the other. How now? What news?
He is almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have got golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk? Wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since and wakes now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time which I count thy love, art thou afeard to be the same thine own act and valor, as thou art in desire? And wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest, the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not quit upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage.
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were so much more than man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They had made themselves, and that their fitness now doth make you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while he was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums, and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail! But screw your curse to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him? His two chamberlains will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbic only, when in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies in a death. What cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? When not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men and children only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will it not be received? When we mark with blood those sleeping two of his own chamber, and use the very daggers that they have done?
Who dares receive it other? As we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death.
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairer show. False face must hide what false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boys?
The moon is down. I've not yet heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take this later then.
Hold, take my sword. There's husbandry in hunting. The candles are all out. Take me that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and then I would not sleep. O merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature give way and repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend?
What? Sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He has been an unusual pleasure of late. This diamond, he greets your wife withal. In the name of the most kind hostess, shut out the measureless content.
Being unprepared, I will became the servant to Macbeth, which else should free have wrought.
All is well. Last night I jumped with the three weird sisters. To you they showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yes, when we can treat an hour to serve, we would spend some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent when 'tis, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it. But my bosom franchise and allegiance clear. I shall be consoled.
Good. Repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go. Bid thy mistress when my drink is ready. She strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger that I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me touch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible of feeling, as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way that I was going. Such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes make the fools of the other senses. Or else work all the rest. I see thee yet, upon thy blade in dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is this bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. Thou sure and firm setter, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Whilst I fret, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds to cold breath he gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven, or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark, peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sterns good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their posses, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's that? What? Oh!
Alack, I'm afraid they've awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt, not the deed, confounds us. Hark! I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done't. My husband.
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
Was I descended?
I.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donald Bain.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one that laughed in sleep, and one cried murder, but they didn't wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and just them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? They had most need of blessing, yet amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways. So it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. death of each day's life, sore labor's back, balm of hurt minds, chief nourisher and life's great feast.
What do you mean?
And still the voice cried, sleep no more. To all the house, glance of murder sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go, get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleepy girls with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on't again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but his pictures. 'Tis I of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise calls me? What hands are here? Ha! They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash its blood clean from my hand? No. This my hand will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green ones red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear hearts so white. I hear knocking at the 7th entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of the deed. How easy it is then. Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown lest occasion call us, and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deeds would best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking! I would thou couldst!
There's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter to the gates of hell, he should have all turning the keys. Knock, knock, knock! Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Hey, here is a farmer that hanged himself on the expectations of plenty. Come in, time server. Have napkins enough about you. Here, we'll sweat for it. Knock, knock! Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith, here is an equivocator that could swear in both scales against neither scale. Who committed treason enough for God's sake, but who could not equivocate his way to heaven. Come in, O equivocator. Knock, knock, knock! Who's there? Faith, here is an English tailor. Come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock! Never at quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell, and I'll devil water it no further. I had thought to let in some of all the professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon! 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 I pray thee, remove the water.
Was it so late, friend? Where you went to bed to lie so late?
Faith, sir. We were carousing till the second dark. And much drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
And what three things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, it provokes and unprovokes. You see, it provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, let's drink may be said to be unequivocated with lechery. It makes him and ignores him, sets him on and takes him off, persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to and not stand to, equivocates him in the sleep and giving him the lie late.
I do believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, in the very throat only. But I requited him for his lie, and being too strong for him, I think, though he took up my legs sometime, I yet made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awakened. Here he comes.
Good morrow, sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thing?
Not yet.
He didn't command me to call timely upon him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll take you to him.
I know it is a joyful trouble for you, but yet 'tis one.
No labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death and prophesizing with accents terrible of dire combustion and confused events, new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror! 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 Tongue or heart cannot conceive it nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stolen thence the life of the building.
What did she say? The light?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chambers and destroy our sights at the new Goron. Do not bid me speak. See, then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Malcolm! Bakewell! Dolby! Awake! Shake off this downy sleep, this death's counterfeit, and look upon death itself. Up! Up! And see the great tomb's image. Malcolm! Bakewell! As if from your graves rise up, and walk like sprites and countenance horror! Ring the alarm bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak, speak!
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Bakewell! Bakewell! Our royal master's murdered!
Oh, alas, what in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. I prithee, dear dove, contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and mere lees has left this vault to brag of.
What is miss?
You are! You do not know it! The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped!
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh.
By whom? Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which unwisely found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet do I repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, tempered and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. The expedition of my violent love outran the pause of reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. His gashed stabs looked like a breach in nature for ruin's wasteful entrance. There, his murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain? That had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love known.
Help me hence.
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues that most make this argument for hours?
What should be spoken here? Where our fate, hidden and on your home, may rush and seize us. That's the way, for tears are not yet brewed.
Nor a strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady.
When our naked frailties are hid that suffered exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work. To no one further. Scruples and fears do shake us, but in the great hand of God I stand, and thence fighting against undivulged treasonous and malice.
And so do I.
So all.
Let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet at the hall together.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. Show an unfelt sorrow is an office which a false man does easy. All to England.
To Ireland and I. Separate fortunes shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, daggers and men's smiles. And you're in blood, and you're bloody.
The murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest ways to avoid the same. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that death which steals itself, and there's no mercy left.
Threescore and 10 I can remember well, within the volume of which time I've seen.
Hours dreadful and things strange, but this sore night hath trifled former knowings.
Ah, good people, thou seest the heavens as troubled as Mansack threaten his bloody stage. By the clock 'tis day, and yet dark night strangles the traveling lamp.
Is it night's predominance?
Or the day's shame. That darkness does the face of earth entomb, when living light should kiss it.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done.
On Tuesday last, a falcon towering in its pride of place
was by a mousing owl, hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain.
Beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild of nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience.
As they make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so. To the amazement of mine eyes, I looked upon them. Here comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir, now?
Why see you not?
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day! What good could they pretend?
They were stubborn. Malcolm and Donald Bain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which put upon them suspicion of the deed.
Gainst nature still, thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own life's means. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will be put upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Colmkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors, and guardian of their bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin. I'll to fight.
Well, I will thither.
May you see things well done there at Dew, lest our old road suit easier than our new.
Farewell, people.
God's venison go with you, and with